Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So Melody said this quote to the Shade Room that says, once a person shows you who they are, believe them. And in reference to that statement, she was talking about her castmates on the show of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Destiny Payton and LaTisha Scott. And I think with the most recent news that's going on around with her ex-husband Martell Holt about him and Sheree Whitfield allegedly dating, that quote, honey, holds the same weight with Martell Holt too. So we all know by now that this news coming out about Martell possibly dating Sheree, honey, Melody is unbothered by it all. But in a recent interview with the Shade Room, Melody recently spoke about trying to be in a better place with Martell. And in the last few episodes that we have seen them film together on the show, it has really been hard to watch because they haven't been getting along as co-parents. So this season is definitely going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But Melody's exact words to that quote were, once a person shows you who they are, believe them. And I wasn't always this way, she says. However, with everything I experienced and as I have learned, people will continue to do things over and over again in spite of you granting them forgiveness, and then you end up being the one being hurt. And for me, once that happens a time or two, that's enough for me. I don't look back. I don't think back. There's not a what if, especially when you have been good to people and you've been a good friend, and I have. I don't have a reason or desire to have those friends again. At the end of the day, we work together and we're cordial, meaning if I see you, I speak and we keep it moving. I don't think about negative things about you. I don't talk about you to anybody because I spend a lot of time by myself, but you are not getting negative energy from me. I'm not thinking about how to rekindle a relationship, but there's no negative energy either. So that's what Melody said to the Shade Room in reference to that quote. And on a recent IG live just last week, y'all, Melody explained how difficult it was to co-parent with her ex-husband Martell, and that she thought that she would never see herself in this situation as a mother, meaning she didn't get married to get a divorce or have kids to be raising them as a single parent and only seeing her children 2 weeks out of the month, which is a lot, honey, for anybody. And I don't know how she does it. But I'm gonna play this clip here in just a moment. But I do want to say that I just think that that statement from her is so profound, because as women, it's hard to move on sometimes from a long-term relationship or a marriage that you've been accountable for or legally bind to for so long, and then all of a sudden things don't work out and we have to get a divorce and parent our children in separate homes. Like, that's a lot for anybody. I don't care who you are. And so Melody has so much going on in her life, and it's so easy to judge a book by its cover, but to actually be behind closed doors with her, honey, and see her pain, and then walking in the public eyes and constantly having people judge you, but still trying to hold on to who you are as an individual, but still trying to raise your children in the right way at the same time, and be cordial to the man who caused all this hurt and confusion and ruining your family, is difficult for anybody. And so I love it when Melody says, once a person shows you who they are, believe it. Because so many times we want to see the best in people, or we tell ourselves that they really not like that, or we say maybe they're just having a bad day and that's why they're responding that way. Or in Melody's situation, Martell blamed her for the reason why he was stepping out in their marriage, when at the end of the day, honey, those were his insecurities that he tried to inflict on her. So here's a small clip from Melody's IG live from last week. Leave your thoughts. I look forward to reading you all's commentary on what you have to say about this whole situation. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
We need to see Sugar Mama soon. I know, right? Like, I'll tell anybody, I never expected to be in a place or have a life where I have my kids 2 weeks out of a month. That was nothing I ever thought. You couldn't have told me that was going to be, like my normal. So, it's an adjustment for sure, but hey, what can you do? You have to keep going. That's because they have a great father that helps out. You're lucky as hell. I think you missed the point. What's your name? Grown over here. Probably fake, but still, it's okay, because sometimes I can address the fake pages too. I think you missed the entire point of my message. The point is, I never would have thought that I would have my children 2 weeks out of the month instead of seeing them every day, pretty much. That's the point. So,